this is why we hate blood. And we just mentioned that in the other episode that this was going to be up.
Aren't you going to introduce yourself? That's fucking rude.
Well, they know I'm Deadlight.
But what if it's a newcomer? They know you're Deadlight.
They should, if they're going to watch this channel.
But they're new. We have to introduce
They know who you are because it's got your name on it.
It could just be the title of the name of the channel. I'm Deathblade. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Deadlight.
Freaks and geeks. You're watching why we hate blood. I'm letting this guy start first.
Imagine, I like geeks that are freaks. They're fucking hot. Anyway, but
focus. Focus.
Anyway, but yeah, this is the reason why I hate blood.
Me.
Yeah. I hate blood. Me, myself, personally, not we, because I can't speak for him. But me, myself, personally, I hate blood. Is because the taste. I don't like the taste. I'm not a big fan of the taste. It's got like that iron taste to it. I don't like it. It tastes like rust.
Copper.
I mean, I used to drink like the bath water back in my old house, like when it was coming out of the faucet and it had like rust inside the faucet. I mean, I thought it tasted pretty good.
Bath water.
Yes. Coming out of the faucet. Not while it's already in the bathtub. That's weird.
He used to bathe with a cup. Soapy water.
Yeah, soapy water.
Soap.
But yeah, so that's like I don't like that iron taste. I mean, it's like gritty. Like when it like makes me like sour almost. It's weird.
You make a bad cannibal.
I mean, I would obviously pour salt on it, make it more tasteful.
I do pepper.
Pepper, whatever.
I don't like salt.
I dip it in marinara.
Or sea salt's good.
Sea salt's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, I don't like marinara. Fondue cheese. Dip a finger in some fondue, bite it. Probably tastes pretty fucking good, honestly. If you don't mind the crunchiness. It's kind of hard to bite into the bone. You cut your mouth and shit. I don't know how do they do that without cutting their
They
mouths?
don't eat the bone.
Yeah, but when they eat the fingers, they don't fucking.
They eat around the bone, kind of like you would with chicken.
Yeah, but there's like no meat on that.
And a lot of cannibals, they do cook it.
Oh yeah, they make the bone soft pretty much.
Yeah, they cook it, and they basically treat flesh like it's anything else.
Like a steak.
Yeah.
Like some piano music. But anyway, yeah, like I don't like the iron taste. I also don't like the fact that it stains. I don't like that. Like it's like hard to get rid of in a way because they do have like besides bleach, they do have ways like if you think it's gone, they have ways of scanning shit to see if there is blood there, and they just gotta take that sample that they see. They can even take a piece of the carpet if it's on the carpet and put it in the machine, and it'll erase anything that was on it and just get the blood DNA. That's the only part I don't like. Is that it tastes terrible and it's pretty easy to figure out if you're not covered in bleach. But yeah, how do you eat?
Well, my main reason, I can only think of one, but as I keep going, I'm probably gonna think of more.
How many Mexicans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know how.
Just one. Anyway,
That's
because
so
you said
random.
one. Because you said one.
Oh my god.
and when you did, you had like that to it. One.
Anywho, I just don't. Actually, there's two I can think of. I don't like how it stains. Like, there's sometimes if I'm wearing a white t-shirt, I don't give a fuck because I already have a t-shirt that's like covered in fake blood that it was made like that. I think it's fucking awesome. But I just hate like if I'm wearing like a good shirt or something, and I just happen to get blood on it, and it's just like, fuck. How am I gonna get this out? But the second thing is, I remember I was paintballing, and I was jumping over these rocks, and I was just shooting at people, and I hurt my knee pretty bad over the rocks. I didn't jump far enough, and I just ignored it. I just kept on going. Like, I couldn't really walk on it, but I just hid, and I noticed I was feeling like wet down there, like where my leg was. So I lifted up my leg, and I just see all this fucking blood everywhere. So it did not stop bleeding for God knows how long. Here, like one of the rocks, like literally stabbed my knee, where you can see flesh, bone, everything. It looked like a friggin' bleeding vagina. It was so gross. Like, I thought it was cool at the same time. I tried to keep playing, but everyone's like, you need to go to the hospital. That shit's deep. But it just kept going and going and going and going. And I didn't want to stop. I had to band it over and wrap it up, and it just kept going and going and going. And it was just so fucking annoying. So,
Can't tell you how much you sound like the Energizer Bunny commercial. It just keeps going and going and going.
it is so fucking annoying. I was like, just stop already. I want to finish playing. God.
Yeah. Anyway, it's usually the smallest wounds that bleed the most too. Yeah,
It was deep.
I mean, yeah.
It was like this small, but it was like that deep.
Yeah. Like it's usually like the smallest wounds. Like say if you like, I had like this mark on my arm. You can't tell from the camera. Why am I showing you?
That's my right here. Like
this
you
one.
See that? It's like right here.
But no, like it's a scab now, and I pick at it, and when the scab is off, it just profusely bleeds, and it's so small. It's like the top layer of skin, but when you pick it, it's like your veins are just like popping out of it, and just fucking getting everywhere. It's bleeding, like it's like bleeding right now. I just fucking scratched it, motherfucker. Barely touched it. See this shit? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I can't stand that. Little wounds fucking bleed a lot. That's stupid to me. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not because like when you get a deep gash and it cuts it deep, it's like severing the fucking the veins. I guess I don't really know. Like it's severing something to make it not bleed. Like with samurai, when they would like cut off a head, there would be pretty much almost no blood, and your head's gone. But because the cut was so clean that it didn't bleed, like it just stayed there. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I know it's real. Like if you cut yourself deep enough, you won't bleed. Unless you fuck with it, and then you'll start bleeding, because then you're like pressing things together, messing with it, and then it like starts like it's like, oh, I'm open now, and I'm just gonna fucking go everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when you hit your knee, it probably didn't bleed at first until you started bending your knee and you were on the ground when you were opening the wound, and it just started fucking gushing out. But if it's like sealed and stayed closed, or is automatically just severed from all part of the body,
shit's pushing the blood out.
Pretty much, yeah. If you like the samurai, when they chopped off the heads, yeah, it was somewhat bloody, but it wasn't bloody. Like when they had the fucking what do you
basically
call it?
like cut it clean.
Yeah, like the fucking what are those things called? The guillotines. When they used the guillotines, there was barely any blood with the guillotines.
Really?
Because it was such a clean cut. Like that's why most of the guillotines there's barely ever any blood on them, because it's just
and just they clean it.
No, they barely
get a cleaning
clean
lady
it.
and just spray some cleaning products, just wipe it down.
Yeah, that's like when they use just regular axes, like some of the what are they called? Fucking the guys who cut off the heads.
Executioners?
Yeah, the executioners. Like, they sometimes, like, back in the day when executioners were around, you had to pay the executioner to give a clean cut to where there's no blood and less pain. Otherwise, if they didn't like you or something like that, or if they were told to, they would cut you halfway with a dull blade, and you would bleed profusely. And you would still be alive with your neck just hanging there.
That I like.
Yeah.
And
you would have to pay them in order to make a clean cut and to grab a good axe, because if not, you would die a terrible death. Like, instead of it just being quick and clean, it'd be fucking slow and messy.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's like you had to pay them. It's crazy. But I mean, yeah, it's a cool thing, but
that's really cool.
Yeah. But just the fact that if the cut is so clean to where it doesn't bleed is what amazes me. That it just stops it in its tracks.
If they had a YouTube channel, I'd subscribe.
Wow. Actually, Zombie Go Boom, they actually did a guillotine test on the zombie head.
Yeah, the thing is, it's fake.
Well, yeah, but they still had a blood analog, and everything is 100% accurate to human skull and bone.
Yeah, true.
The flesh is 100% accurate.
Oh yeah, subscribe to them. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Zombie Go Boom!
CGB.
Right there.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the reasons why we hate. Was it hate? Was it hate? Because we were like throwing mixed signals in there. So yeah, it was the reason why we hate blood. So yeah, keep in tune for the next video. We don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be up whenever. So
it could
yeah.
be why we hate Justin Bieber. I can name 20 reasons why.
I can name more than 20.
I can name a shit ton.
You know, I can name one very specifically, because he's Justin Bieber.
That's just his name.
That's all you need.
On his birth certificate.
Bieber.
Beaver.
Beaver?
Ain't that his name?
Bieber.
Beaver.
Beaver. There's a B.
B.
There's two B's.
Ver?
Beaver.
Beaver.
Nigga.
Nigga, you did not just say that.
I did.
Okay, that's a wrap.
See you guys later. Wow. See you guys.